Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's Bruce here. Stock markets with Bruce out of Creston, British Columbia, Canada, where we like to cover the markets in plain English. If you enjoy getting, kind of a street sense of what's going on without all the fancy terms, maybe you've come to the right place. I try to disseminate what's going on out there the best I can. Sometimes it's easier, and sometimes it's not. But welcome to the channel. Say hi to me from wherever you're watching. Let me know where in the world are you right now. Talk to me. What hometown are you from right now? What's your temperature going to be today? Love to hear from you. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. We've got a 26-point gain on the Dow so far in the pre-market. We have an hour to go. We're up 1 point on S&P. We're up 7 points on NASDAQ. We've got a 53-cent drop on crude oil right now. That is what's going on. Good morning. Do you think ME is suffering from a lack of investor awareness also? Yes. I think all the SPACs we're following are so new that a slight sliver of the market knows about them, but not the majority of the market. That's what their job is now. Now that they have hundreds of millions of dollars to go forth and multiply, one of the investments they will make, and I'm sure they are, is the Investor Relations Department. And that department's job is to get the stock name on investors' lips. Get this familiarity built up. And that's what it takes. That's what it has to take. And as that happens, the momentum builds on the stock's awareness and the larger number of shareholders that will now own this stuff. Just like with GameStop and with AMC, you need millions of followers and hundreds of thousands of shareholders. And if you can turn it hundreds of thousands of shareholders into a million or two shareholders, you have got a market that is gone, baby, just in another stratospheric height. How can you do this? Through awareness campaigns and also making deals. Just make deals. And we will follow it. What would it prompt a company to drop their CEO so suddenly? Is that a good, bad, neutral sign typically? And who even makes that decision? Something tells me that the group that controls ATIP, the group that owns the most shares of ATIP, were the group that vended into the SPAC to take it over. And my hunch is that that they, having seats on the board of directors, probably made it quite clear to the other board of directors that they're not very happy with what's going on here. And I'm just taking a look for something right now, just to see if I can find some information on this. But anyway, they decided that enough's enough. Whatever promises or whatever the CEO's plans were, whatever the CEO's style was not working for these guys, obviously, because the shares are a disaster. And just having gone public at $10, last month, and now the stock's sitting at as low as $2.81 a share at the low. These guys had no choice but to let this guy go. It's kind of like you won the Super Bowl as a coach 2 years ago. You get hired by the Dallas Cowboys with Jerry Jones, or Jimmy Jones, whatever his name is, and you work. You first season you muddle through. The second season is a disaster. Third season you're 0-6 to start the year. You're 0-6, and no one's happy. No one wants to be there. All the stars want out. What's this guy supposed to do, Mr. Jones? What's he supposed to do now? He's supposed to keep the coach? No, you dump the coach, and you blame it all on him, and you bring in new blood. That's how this thing works. Well, that's what happened at physical therapy. I mean, the stock is 0-6. Instead of being $15 a share, it was $2.81 a share. And these guys had enough. They were down $800 million in a month, and they're going, what, we're supposed to be down another $800 million in a month from now? This is ridiculous. This guy? It can't be any worse. The next guy can't do any worse than this first guy. Whether it's his fault or not is irrelevant. Did he create COVID? No. Did he have, did he make it so difficult that the company couldn't hire people? Probably not. But someone has to pay the price, and this guy's gone. He's executed in public. Gone. We move on to the next manager, CEO, whoever it is. Now that person is looking to come in there. It could well be that discussions are happening between quote ATIP, the company, and a new potential CEO, and that potential CEO is saying, I'm not coming in there unless I get this, 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 and this. And that could be personnel moves beyond what's been done. It could be a clean slate of new people. It could be a whole different philosophy on how this company's going to be run, because what's happening now ain't working. And I say that's good. I say that's fantastic. And if it does come out that we have a new CEO and they announce a slew of other personnel changes, I'm going to say this is a good thing. This is a Ryan Cohen move. That's what this could be, except for the fact that the CEO coming in is not the biggest shareholder of the company. He represents the biggest shareholder of the company, but is not the biggest shareholder of the company. But if you've got the backing of the largest investors, and this guy comes in and says, I want personnel gone, and I want this company to change its focus, and I want to move into this direction. I want this company to move into this direction in the next year, 2 or 3 years, and the backers of this company say, okay, you got it. Because what I think can happen here is with the right CEO and the right vision, they'll go public with what they want to do. And it might be that the company might need to raise $5 billion in cash to acquire competition, acquire existing physiotherapy centers, and bring them all into the ATIP family. Do not forget, the number one shareholder of ATIP is a $75 billion hedge fund. $75 billion hedge fund. Losing 800 million didn't kill these guys. Okay, it was just it was like, oh, don't like that. Get rid of this guy. Pew, gone. But they can commit 5 billion to this new guy like that on any deal that they want to put together. So this new CEO comes in and says, all right, first thing I'm going to do is we're going to redo the entire investor relations department. I'm going to get rid of 2 or 3 more executives. We're going to replace them with people that can really run a public company. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go on a fast, aggressive takeover strategy to dominate the physical therapy business as a whole. And we're going to invest $5 billion into this business to become the number one player of this business. With that done, we will be a $50 billion company. Are we ready to roll? Right now, the company is a $940 million company. So it's a nothing. And so 50 times this is a $200 stock. That is what the new CEO is being charged with. Take this company over the next 5 years, turn it into a $200 stock. Unlimited money, unlimited financial backing to do what you need to do. So could be a most interesting turnaround coming up with an aggressive, clean slate to just get it done. But you folks have to decide: do you want to be in? You want to be involved in this thing? You want to stick around that long for your payoff? Are you happy? Are you happy if this thing goes back to $7-8 and you can just get out of it and run for the hills? Nothing wrong with any of these comments or objectives. Nothing wrong with it. Some of you might be saying, well, I've averaged down on it, and I'm now into this for like 575, 602, 688, whatever my average is. If this thing doubles, it's going to be hard for me not to stick around. Like, it's going to be hard for me to stick around anymore after that, because that's a beyond what I ever thought I would get out of this deal. On the other hand, others of you might go, this new management and this kind of capital that they have available to them with this kind of backing, this thing could be a $30, $40 stock in like the next year and a half. I'm happy if it goes to 43. I make 10 times my money. I like this deal. And like Bruce says, this thing goes up to 25, $30. I'm going to start writing call options. Yeah, if I can bring in $1 a month on every share I got in premium return to me, I got 2,000 shares. I'm making $2,000 a month on this stuff, just holding it. I'll let it go to 100 a share. Yeah, for sure I will. So there you have it. There's all kinds of things to think about with this deal here. But yeah, this sudden move, I say it's a good thing. Are you still offering one-on-ones? I am offering one-on-ones. I have an opening Saturday afternoon at 4, Sunday at 10 in the morning Eastern, and at 4 Eastern Sunday. So I have 3 openings as far as I know. Saturday morning is gone, but I have Sunday morning, Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon available. If you'd like a session, send me a private email. Say, Bruce, I'd like to have a one-on-one. Book me in. I'd like to score your Saturday afternoon or your Sunday afternoon or your Sunday morning. You let me know. Even the blue chips report record earnings, and they get dropped. Same happened to Matterport. Does SoFi need to say they made 500 million to actually see a blip and possible launch? 25 million earnings isn't working. No, that's not what SoFi needs to do. I think what SoFi is going to probably do is surprise how many users they're getting, how quickly their user base is growing, how fast, and how varied. The fact that the bank charter is just around the corner, most likely, that's another matter entirely. That'll add 50% to the stock in a week whenever it happens. Happened today, it'll go to $25 a week from now. It happens if the stock's at $30, it'll go to $45 a week later. It'll go 50% higher as soon as the charter comes through. But the users, the number of users that SoFi is generating and growing by, massive. I think that's what we're going to look for. The growth of this company. Forget the profitability. The growth, the market share that they're scoring on online banking. This is what it's about. It's a race to get tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people to sign up to use the service. It's a huge race, and it's a diversified business. Going to be really interesting. Get ready, kids. This weekend, oh my God, it's happening noon Eastern time for each class, Saturday and Sunday, live right here. And Bruce will be on the whiteboard just going. This can be great.